Have you ever noticed how sleep just isn't what it used to be? Maybe years ago, you could close your eyes at night and not even remember falling asleep. You'd wake up in the morning, stretch, feel fresh, and get on with your day. But now, something's changed. You go to bed tired, but your mind stays busy. You wake up in the middle of the night for no reason at all. Or maybe you get up before sunrise, not rested, just awake, staring at the ceiling and wondering, why is this happening now? That's why today's video is especially for you. We're going to talk about the real reasons why sleep becomes difficult after 70. What's normal, what's not, and what small habits might be making it worse without you even realizing. We'll also share a powerful, lesser-known tip at the end, something that could bring you better nights and healthier days, starting now. Before we start, I'd love to know, where are you watching from today? Just drop your state or city in the comments below. And if you have any natural health tips of your own, feel free to share those too. Someone else might really benefit from hearing what's worked for you. 1. Sleeping less than 6 hours. Many older adults take pride in being early risers or in not needing much sleep. Maybe you've said it yourself, I only sleep 5 hours, and I feel fine. Or maybe you've just gotten used to it over the years. But here's something important you might not know, consistently getting less than 6 hours of sleep can quietly take a toll on your health, and you might not see the damage until something serious happens. As we age, our bodies change, yes, but our need for sleep doesn't go away. Most adults over 70 still need 7 to 8 hours of sleep every night. That's not a luxury. That's what your brain and your body need just to function properly. When you regularly sleep less than that, your body misses out on essential things like repairing tissues, restoring your memory, keeping your heart healthy, and even keeping your balance steady. Not sleeping enough can actually make you more likely to trip or fall, not because you're clumsy, but because your brain is tired and your muscles are slower to respond. You may also notice things like forgetfulness, low energy, mood swings, or getting sick more often. And here's the surprising part, it doesn't always feel like bad sleep. You might still wake up thinking you're okay. But inside, your body is slowly wearing down. One major study found that seniors who sleep fewer than 6 hours a night are 30% more likely to suffer a fall-related injury. That's not just a statistic, that's a real risk that can change your entire life. Broken hips, hospital stays, long recovery times, all of it can begin with what seems like just a few missed hours of sleep. So if you've been shrugging off short nights and saying, I'm fine, it may be time to gently reconsider. Because sleep isn't weakness, it's your body's way of staying strong. And giving yourself permission to rest a little more might be the healthiest, smartest thing you do this year. 2. Getting 8 hours but still feeling tired. Let's say you go to bed at 10 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. That's a solid 8 hours, right? So why do you still wake up feeling groggy, slow, or like your brain's stuck in a fog? If that sounds like you, the problem may not be how long you sleep, it could be how well you're sleeping. You see, not all sleep is created equal. Your body goes through different stages of sleep during the night, and one of the most important stages is called deep sleep, or what doctors sometimes call slow-wave sleep. That's the phase when your brain cleans itself up, stores memories, heals, and resets your hormones. It's like maintenance time for your whole body. As we get older, it becomes harder for our bodies to enter that deep, restorative sleep. Even if you're in bed for 8 hours, if you're waking up frequently, from pain, bathroom trips, vivid dreams, or just restlessness, you might be missing out on those deeper sleep stages. And that's what leaves you feeling tired, even after what seems like a full night's rest. Many seniors experience this without realizing it. They assume fatigue is just part of aging, but often it's poor sleep quality. You may notice things like forgetfulness, low energy in the morning, or even feeling more emotional or irritable than usual. These are all signs your sleep might not be deep enough. What causes this? Often it's habits like watching TV or scrolling on your phone right before bed. The blue light from screens tells your brain to stay alert, not wind down. Other times, the bedroom may be too warm, too bright, or too noisy. Even medications can play a role, but we'll talk about that a bit later. The good news? You can absolutely improve your sleep quality with a few gentle changes, like creating a calm bedtime routine, keeping your room cool and dark, and avoiding screens an hour before bed. These steps may sound small, but they can help your brain slip into deeper, more healing sleep, so you wake up feeling refreshed, clear-headed, and ready to enjoy your day. 3. Napping too often or too long. Now let's talk about naps. A good nap can feel like a treat, especially after a long morning, a warm meal, or a tiring appointment. And it's true, a short nap can be helpful. But if you find yourself napping for over an hour or napping 2 or 3 times a day, it might be doing more harm than good. You see, your body has a natural rhythm, called your circadian rhythm, that tells you when it's time to be alert and when it's time to sleep. When you nap too much during the day, you confuse that rhythm. Your body doesn't build up enough sleep pressure, which is what helps you fall asleep and stay asleep at night. So even if you feel tired, you may lie in bed tossing and turning, wondering why you're wide awake at midnight. This is something many seniors don't realize. Maybe you wake up early, feel tired mid-morning, and nap in your chair. Then after lunch, your energy dips again, so you nap again. By the evening, you're too rested to fall asleep, which starts a cycle of poor sleep at night and more daytime fatigue. And over time, this can affect your memory, your focus, and even your mood. A large study published in a medical journal on aging found that older adults who nap more than an hour daily are up to 50% more likely to experience memory decline. That's not just a coincidence. Long naps can reduce the amount of REM and deep sleep your brain gets at night, and those are the exact stages that help your memory and mood stay sharp. But here's the good news, you don't have to stop napping, just nap smarter. A 20 to 30-minute nap, taken before 2 p.m., is usually enough to give your brain a quick refresh without interfering with nighttime sleep. It's sometimes called a power nap, and it works with your body's natural rhythm instead of against it. 4. Waking up too early. Have you ever gone to bed at a reasonable hour, maybe 9 or 10 p.m., only to find yourself wide awake at 4 a.m., staring at the ceiling? You've technically had enough hours in bed, but you still feel tired, restless, or even frustrated. This isn't just an odd habit or something to brush off. It could be a sign that your internal body clock, also called your circadian rhythm, is out of alignment. As we get older, this natural rhythm starts to shift. You may find yourself feeling sleepy earlier in the evening and waking up before sunrise, even if your mind and body aren't ready to be up yet. This is something doctors call advanced sleep phase syndrome, and it's very common in adults over 70. The problem with this shift is that it doesn't always match your lifestyle. You might still want to enjoy dinner with family, watch a favorite show, or read a bit before bed, but your body is already telling you it's time to sleep. Then, when you wake up at 4 a.m., it's too early to start the day, and you're stuck in that tired, restless in-between space. Over time, this can lead to daytime fatigue, poor focus, low mood, and a general feeling of being out of step with the world around you. One of the main reasons this happens is reduced exposure to natural sunlight. Many older adults spend more time indoors, and without enough morning light, your body gets confused about when it should feel awake and when it should feel sleepy. Also, melatonin, the hormone that helps you feel drowsy at night, naturally decreases with age, making it even harder to stay asleep. The good news? You can help reset your body clock gently, without pills or complicated routines. One of the most effective things you can do is spend 15 to 30 minutes in the morning sunlight, especially within 2 hours of waking. Sit near a bright window or go for a short walk outdoors if you're able. This tells your brain, it's daytime now, and helps push your bedtime back to a more normal hour. At night, dim the lights after dinner and avoid bright screens to help your brain ease into sleep again. 5. Taking medications? You're doing everything right. You take your pills as prescribed, stay on top of your health checkups, and try to follow your doctor's advice. But still, night after night, you find yourself struggling to sleep. Maybe you wake up sweating. Maybe your heart races. Or maybe you're just wide awake at 2 a.m., staring into the dark. If this sounds familiar, the issue might not be your routine, it might be your medications. Many seniors take medications that are necessary for heart health, blood pressure, pain, or other conditions. But what's often not explained clearly is that some of these same medications can interfere with your body's natural sleep cycle. In fact, recent studies show that over 60% of older adults take at least one drug that can negatively affect sleep. For example, beta blockers, commonly prescribed for heart issues, can reduce melatonin levels, the hormone that helps you feel sleepy at night. Diuretics, often used for blood pressure or swelling, can lead to multiple bathroom trips in the night, breaking up your sleep repeatedly. And even certain over-the-counter medications like antihistamines or nighttime pain relievers may cause drowsiness at first, but then disrupt deeper stages of sleep like REM, which your brain needs to stay sharp and emotionally balanced. It's easy to dismiss these things or chalk them up to aging. But if your sleep changed shortly after starting a new medication, or if you've been feeling more anxious, dizzy, or foggy during the day, it's worth taking a closer look. The solution isn't to stop your medications. It's to adjust the timing or find safer alternatives. For example, some medications that cause drowsiness are better taken in the morning. Others may have gentler alternatives that don't affect sleep as much. In one case, a woman's doctor simply shifted the time she took her blood pressure pill, and within days, she was sleeping through the night again. So if you've been battling sleep problems, don't be afraid to have an honest conversation with your doctor or pharmacist. Ask, could this be affecting my sleep? Is there a better time to take it? Are there other options that won't keep me up at night? 6. Waking up multiple times to use the bathroom? It might be stealing your sleep. Let's talk about something that many older adults quietly deal with, waking up once, twice, sometimes even 3 or 4 times during the night just to use the bathroom. You may think, well, that's just part of getting older, and to some extent, it is common. But here's the truth, those frequent nighttime bathroom trips can seriously impact the quality of your sleep, even if you fall back asleep afterward. Waking up repeatedly interrupts your deep sleep cycles, the very ones that help your brain recharge and your body heal. When you're pulled out of those sleep stages over and over, your body doesn't get the full rest it needs. That's why you may still feel tired in the morning, even if you technically slept 7 or 8 hours. It's not about how long you're in bed. It's about what your brain is able to do while you're there. There's even a name for this issue, nocturia, and it affects millions of seniors. It can be caused by things like drinking too much liquid in the evening, certain medications, especially diuretics, bladder changes with age, or even undiagnosed health conditions like diabetes or sleep apnea. It can also increase your fall risk, especially if you're getting up in the dark or moving quickly while still half asleep. So, what can you do? Start with small adjustments. Try to drink most of your fluids earlier in the day, and reduce liquids 2 to 3 hours before bedtime. If you're on a diuretic, ask your doctor if you can take it earlier in the day rather than at night. Keep a night light in the hallway or bathroom so you don't have to fumble in the dark. And if this is happening often, talk to your doctor. There may be a simple fix, or they might recommend a bladder check, or a review of your medications. So now that we've walked through all 6 points, I want you to take a quiet moment and really think about this. How have you been sleeping lately? Not just how long, but how well. Do you feel rested in the morning? Or do you find yourself dragging through the day, napping a little too often, or lying awake at night wondering what's gone wrong? If any part of today's message made you pause and think, that's a good thing. It means you're listening to your body. And that's the first, most powerful step toward making things better. The stories we shared, Harold, Eleanor, George, Mary, and Betty, they might remind you of yourself, or someone you love. And what they've shown us is that sleep issues in later years aren't just random or part of aging. They're often signals. Signals that something in your routine, your environment, or even your medication needs adjusting. But the best part? These things can be adjusted. You're not stuck with poor sleep. You're not too old to feel refreshed in the morning. With a few gentle changes, limiting long naps, getting a little sunshine in the morning, building a calming bedtime routine, or simply talking to your doctor about your medications, you can start to reclaim your rest. And when sleep improves, everything improves. Your energy, your balance, your memory, your mood, even your joy. Because when you sleep well, you live well. So tonight, as you prepare for bed, try one thing from this video. Just one. Maybe it's turning off the TV a little earlier, or going for a morning walk tomorrow. Start small, stay consistent, and trust that your body can respond. It just needs a little help. If you made it to the end of this video, thank you for being here. You are not alone in this journey. If even one thing helped you or gave you something to think about, would you let me know in the comments? Share what you'll be trying first, your voice might inspire someone else. And if you haven't subscribed yet, go ahead and click that button and turn on the bell. I share videos like this to help older adults live stronger, healthier, more peaceful lives, and I'd love to have you on this journey with us. Sleep well tonight, and I'll see you in the next one.